raspy as hell to be pulling up to this tree.
That was a long walk. Here, you want to help me
It's
put
really
this
the
out?
best tree, bro.
Should we go pink or black?
You already know what I'm about to say.
Pink?
You see my vibe today.
Yeah, can you grab that stuff?
This is fire.
I got this for free, actually.
Where'd you get this? This is nice.
A friend of my dad's.
10 out of 10 blanket. Oh, look. That's so cute. You want to make a wish or should I?
You can make one.
Okay. Damn. I wonder if it's bad luck if you do more than one blow. Or like if the luck still counts. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just jack that as extra luck.
That's,
Yeah.
I like that.
So, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being
Why
here.
you thanking me?
Nah, thank you for being the guinea pig. Like,
Facts.
you have a lot of crazy ideas, and it's cool. You know, when people around you help you out and be a part of everything. So, thank you for that,
You're
first and
welcome.
foremost.
Oh, you're so cute.
With that, not just thank you for like being here and being a part of it, but thank you for being a friend. You know, like that's
Thank you for being my friend. I feel like I always thank you for being my friend.
Yeah.
Like all the time. I think this is going pretty well.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a friendship.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you speak up as well.
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of also like, let me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for thanking me. I'm really grateful that you asked me. And yeah, I'm excited for all of your endeavors because I feel like you do have a lot of ideas, but it's cool to see them come to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're welcome, but also thank you as well.
All right. Friendship is an interesting thing because I feel like we all have friends, or let me not say that, but friends are something that we've all experienced at some point in our life, probably. Like we've had someone that we've called a friend, or we've had some semblance of a friendship. But at some point it gets hard to delineate between like best friends, good friends, bad friends, whatnot. And something that's always come up for me with our friendship and why I've always gravitated to it is just because you have a certain quality in a friend of being very truthful and honest. And I've learned that honesty is very hard to like do and give to people. And so I'm curious for you, like, have you always been that honest person, or where does it come from?
That's a good question. I think that the reason why I'm so honest is because my mom has always been brutally honest with me. And in a way, it's been a bit like traumatizing, to be honest. Like it's been kind of like, it's definitely been scarring, but also I think it's something that has also been very helpful for my overall development, just as a person, as an artist, as a friend, as a daughter, like everything. Because I feel like with my mom, she is very honest, but in some ways it's hurtful. But when you seep through the way that she said it, you're like the consensus of what she was trying to say is very like true.
Yeah.
And helpful if you are willing to receive it and implement it in whatever way you think is beneficial. So I feel like for that reason, I think I've definitely taken that trait from her. And I think my mom has always just been like very keen on like instilling and just like just stressing the importance of like self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with self-awareness comes a certain level of like honesty and
Mm-hmm.
truth that you have with yourself that I think maybe you just project, or in this case I would project onto others because I'm so honest with myself, or I
Right.
try to be as honest with myself as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for people that I really care about, I'm always gonna be 100% honest with them. um, I hope in ways that are constructive, but first and foremost just because I really um, want everybody to do the right thing. I'm always going to
Yeah.
lead people in the right and best direction.
Right.
So I think that's why I'm really honest, definitely just from like my mom, my parents, both, and just seeing how, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like honesty is one of those things that it can't not be well intentioned. Like even if
Yeah.
it comes off or someone doesn't deliver it in the best way, like the intention behind honesty is always like, I want better for you.
For sure.
Or I want more of you because I know you can
Yeah.
do more.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where, as you said, with self-awareness, you almost can't not say anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something I learned recently. Like, I'm being a bad friend if I'm not honest
Yeah.
with you.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
I feel like it's interesting too that you're like saying this, you're speaking about honesty in the context of friendship, because it's something that I don't really do super intentionally,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Right.
feel like there's so many people who tell me, or like so many people who have expressed that like I'm the person in their life who they come to when they want
Yeah.
like 100% honesty.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm glad that, it's helpful for people, but I don't like, I don't go into most friendships trying to be that
Be the
person,
honest
but I just kind of
yeah.
end up being that like vessel in people's lives when they just need the flat out truth. Yeah.
And I'm assuming your mom is someone in your life that you go to if you need that honesty. Are there any are there any other people that are that person for you?
I would say, I feel like it's probably you. I feel like you always give me the most constructive, like, criticism or honesty. I think there's people who I, like, I feel like, I don't know if you have this person in your life too, where it's like, I could go to Max if I want, like, the real truth, if I want it, like, if I want, like, what I should really do, or I can go to this person if I kind of just want like the fluff.
Yeah,
and
you
like
want to stir the
I
pot
don't,
a little bit.
yeah, like I don't want like to be hit too hard with like what I should really do.
Right.
So I feel like you're definitely that person too, and I think you're really good. You're that person for me, but I also think you're really good at just like giving, like an unbiased, like. Unbiased feedback on a situation too. So I feel like even though it is like maybe the like flat out truth, I know that you're not coming from a place of it like or it doesn't seem super like I just don't feel judged because I feel like you're just like, this is the situation, this is like, you know what I mean?
And I feel like a big part of honesty, which you also touched on, is like constructiveness. Like, it's one thing to tell someone the truth, but if you don't, if they're in a situation where they need the truth, and then once they have the truth, they need help, you have to provide a solution as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's where it gets to the point where you can be honest and then you don't add anything, and it's like, all right, well, you told me what not to do, but now I don't know what to do,
yeah,
or how
for
I
sure.
should go about it.
For sure.
And it's important to really have that ability to be honest, be constructive, and help build on. And because honesty can tear people down sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that's something that happens for me a lot, where honesty comes, and then I'm like, man, like I feel horrible and I don't know how to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's important to have that vessel of like at least a stepping stone to get to
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
a new place.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like also a lot of the times when you're when you're in a place where you receive the truth, but you're not necessarily ready to hear it, it could just be a bit like, damn, I kind of lost my train of thought with what I was gonna say. That sucks, but it was really relevant.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Well, we can come back to it
Yeah.
if you think about it. I think something else that on the friendship, and you kind of spoke about it as well, is like giving people their flowers. Like, I wanted, like, how does it feel to be the friend that randomly text people out the blue and be like, I love you so much, thank you so like you mean the world to me.
Am I that person for you?
Yeah, I mean, because most people, it depends, right? Sometimes it happens when people are drunk and passing, and it's
Yeah.
like, yo, I really love you, bro, or something like that. But
Yeah.
yours kind of comes out the blue sometimes, and so I'm
Yeah.
wondering how it feels to be that, because you are aware of you being that as well.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it used to be kind of embarrassing for me because like I am just a very like physically affectionate person, vocally affectionate person. So sometimes I feel like it can be embarrassing because like I think most people aren't the most like receptive of that kind of love, especially if it's not coming from a significant other. So I feel like sometimes in friendship, it's like, damn, I'm doing too much, or like this person thinks like, or like this person could take it romantically, or like whatever, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So sometimes I feel like in the past, it's been a bit embarrassing because I'm like, I'm really just trying to tell you like I love you so much, but like
Right.
I can also understand how that could be a bit like overbearing maybe sometimes, or like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I just also feel like I'm suffocating someone sometimes with like love bombing in a
Affection,
sense, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
But I think now I've just accepted that that's just how I am.
Yeah.
And I know that the place in my heart where that's coming from is like very pure. I know my intentions, so I kind of have gotten to a point in my life where I'm like, I know I don't have bad intention.
Yeah.
I can maybe like control that in the sense of like how I say it maybe. But other than that, I
Delivery,
think it's cool. Like I like it.
Yeah.
I like that I'm that way. And I think sometimes like I just have this like, I feel like most of the time when I do send that text, or if I do call someone and just like tell them whatever, I really love you, I'm really glad we're friends, whatever, I'll just have like these moments of like really overwhelming gratitude just for like my life and like where I'm at and the people in my like dead ass. I'd be like, damn, like my shit is
Life
kind of
is
hard.
good.
Yeah, or even like maybe like I feel like one thing we always do is we always like go for a drive, get a little something sweet,
Yeah.
sit in the car, talk about life, what we're dealing with.
Right.
And like there's really been so many times where like that has like saved me, or like I just been having a fucked up week and like that one conversation just really helped me. Or even like if we just drive and we don't even say shit,
Yeah.
just like driving and just like specifically driving with you and like being in your car is like really comforting for me.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's important to tell someone or express to someone like how nice that is, like even if it's like right after I'm like, yo, thank you so much for this night, like I had such a good time. Like I feel like sometimes people don't know how much they mean to you or how much certain things they do or certain moments mean to you, so I try to make it known.
Yeah.
And I would like it's nice when people make it known to me. I like the
Right.
way it feels, so I'm
Yeah.
always kind of just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just tell him, like, you know. So,
That's what I was gonna say, is that it's become inspiring for me, because I know how good it makes me feel.
yeah,
Like when it comes out the blue, it's like, man, someone really appreciates it. Like I did
Yeah.
something worthy of like a compliment. Not that you're fishing for compliments, but if you get them, it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm
nice.
I'm being acknowledged, and so
yeah,
it's cool how that has really inspired me to give that back to other people, and like
I'm glad.
send a text to you and be like, yo, like, I really, like, thank you. Like, I'm inspired by you. And
Yeah.
I feel like we've kind of got into a little circle of inspiration a bit where
Yeah.
you inspire me and then I'm inspired by you and then you're inspired by the thing that I did that was inspired by you. And then we go back and forth.
Yeah.
Which is I feel also an important part of friendship, that
Oh my
inspiration.
God, for sure.
And it's just cool to be able to really just enjoy space and like enjoy environments. You talked about like being in the car. I'm curious, are there any other places where you feel a sense of like calm or serene, or like when I'm in that place I know I don't have to think about anything, or I can just decompress fully?
I really fuck with my apartment like
Yeah.
a lot. Like, yo, I really fuck with my apartment, and I feel like the reason why I fuck with it so much is because I didn't fuck with it for like the first 4 to 5 months of me living there, and I feel like it was so difficult for me to adjust to being in a new space, being all by myself for the most part, because being by myself for the most part, and just figuring out what I can do that's enjoyable in the space. So it's like, now that I've found those things after like so many months of just not really fucking with being there but having to be there, like it makes me all the more grateful that I did the work to figure that out.
Got through it.
So I really fuck with my apartment a lot. I fuck with it like a lot, bruh. Like honestly, if I can never leave, I wouldn't. Like no cap, everything I need is in that shit. Everything I need, I really curated that shit. Like everything I need is there, which I'm really happy about. So I say, your car, my apartment, the gym.
You
For
like the
sure.
gym?
I love the gym. I love the gym. It's
that's
so
a recent
inspirational.
thing for you.
It's recent. But I love the gym. Like, bro, the gym is so sick. It's literally everybody grinding to get to a certain goal.
I never
Like,
thought
it's
about
like
it
everybody
that.
in there is mad inspirational. You like, let's say you doing arms. There's 6 benches, right? There's 6 little things. What are they called? I'm gonna just say benches.
Bench, yeah.
There's 6 benches to where you could do shit for arms. If you the one nigga on the 6 benches bullshitting, like, come on. Like, let's say I'm curling 2 like 15s. I think that's the most I could do. I'm weak as hell, low key. Yeah. My legs are strong, but my arms is fake weak. I'm curling 2 15s.
That's just like that's a better balance than being heavy up top and
for
weak
sure,
on the bottom.
definitely, especially as a woman.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just for anybody.
Anyone.
Anyone. Anyways, I'm curling 2 15s, whatever. I'm trying to do 3 sets. I want to get 12 reps. And I'm on the 10th rep, and I'm like, you know what, this shit hurt, bruh. Like, it's alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do 10 for the next 2. And then you look next to you, and it's a nigga chest pressing 290s. 180 pounds chest pressing that shit, and you like, I'm bullshitting, like, let me push through. And it be niggas chest pressing 290s, 180, and they be at their last rep, like, like pushing, bro, pushing. Niggas be putting that pain in, bro.
Yeah.
So you like, I'm not the only one in this shit, like fighting for my life, bro. We all trying to get to the goal.
Right.
Like you gotta put the pain in. You have to.
And it's a pain to pleasure complex.
Yeah.
In a lot of way. Like it hurts, but
it hurts.
After you do it, it's like
it's so rewarding.
Bliss.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. So I feel like I really like the gym, and I get really inspired by the gym, just by like one, and also another aspect. So I say 1, just how far people push themselves. 2, the consistency. You see the same people, and you like, I remember, like, it's even some people in the gym who be like, where you been at? It's been a week.
Yeah.
Like, no cap. And I'm like,
talked to
chill
them
off
before?
me, bro. Yeah, like, I'm like, what you,
Yeah.
like, chill. Like, chill. Like, it's this one guy in there, I don't even know his name. He's a boxing trainer.
Okay.
And he saw me squatting I think I was squatting like 90 pounds or something.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, how the fuck are you squatting 90 pounds? You're so petite. Like, you're so small. Like, what are you trying to, because he's like ripped. And he's like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's your goal? And I was like, I just want a fat ass. Like, I'm just trying to get a fat ass. I'm not even gonna lie. I want thicker thighs. I want like a strong core. I just want to be like a little stronger. I'm a little flimsy. Like, I'm trying to get my shit up. And I want a fat ass.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. Like, you should start doing this, start doing this, drinking this, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, he fake got me right.
Yeah.
But he goes like every day. So when I'm not, if I don't go for like 3 days in a row, he'll be on one side of the gym, come all the way to the other side of the gym, like, where you been at?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, bro, chill. Like, what you mean? So, bro, consistency, like, that's really inspiring to people that come in every single day. And it's like, everybody got their shit. Everybody works. Some niggas got kids. Some people, like, niggas be doing all kinds of shit. Some people be traveling, coming back jet lagged still.
At the
Like,
gym.
you know what I mean?
Work.
So it's like, it's really inspirational too. Like, just the overall discipline, consistency, the willingness to push yourself, to push through the pain of things, I think is a really, like, it's really important. And I think has become like through working out and exercising has really helped me and become like a metaphor in my life for just pushing through overall pain in so many different aspects in my life. I think that shit has really helped me. I can't think of a third thing, but those top two things really helped me. So yeah, I say the gym, my crib, your car, very comforting places for me. Also maybe my mom's house. Bro, it's something about going to my mom's house and opening the fridge. Bro, I swear to God, it's something about going to my mom's house and opening the fridge. That shit is like the nicest thing, bro. Sometimes I don't even take anything out, but just like, just the comfort, it's so comforting. Like, my mom still be having the fridge full to the brim. None of us are even in the crib anymore.
Right.
So it's really just for us if we come through. But that's so, like, I'm always like, damn, my mom is that nigga. Like,
it's comforting.
She always makes sure fridge is full, house is clean, toilet is, like, everything, bathroom is clean, everything is good. Like, always she always just got everybody.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to come to the crib and just open the fridge, maybe take a little water, sit on the couch and just chill. Like, so yeah, I say my mom's crib too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really interesting, and I think a thread of that was like inspiration, and that made me think of, you just went on your first trip to London.
Yes.
And when you came back, you seemed very inspired. And so I know one thing you were really excited about was just being a stranger in a new place.
Yeah.
And like not knowing anything. What was that experience like for you?
Being a stranger in a new place.
Yeah.
Very humbling. I felt like I was in middle school again because I was a really shy kid. So I feel like having those feelings again of like, damn, does this nigga like me? Damn, is anybody paying attention? Or does anybody like give a fuck that I'm in the room? Or like, damn, like I should have worn like different shoes. Everybody fly as shit. Or like, damn, I'm not with certain lingo, or I don't know who certain artists are, or I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I just am not hip. Like, that feeling, I think, was like really interesting for me because it made me realize it like highlighted my insecurities and like the things that I need to work on, because I'm like, everybody that I met was like mad cool. Yeah. Like good people, like not judgmental, just everybody was just very genuine. People didn't care where you came from, how much money you have, what you're wearing. People are just like, what do you do? What do you like, where are you from? What's your family like? Like, just wanting to actually get to know you. So it's like, you in the corner worrying about shit that nobody worrying about. Like, you know what I mean? That nobody cares about.
Right.
So it's just like, I feel like I was paying attention to the things that I was thinking about, or the things that I was like, damn, like maybe just feeling insecure about or feeling discouraged about. And I was like, you know what? Like I could work on this, I could work on this, I could work on this, so that I don't be feeling like that. Because like I should have confidence. One, I should have confidence in these things, and two, other people having this trait or having this whatever material thing shouldn't make me feel less than.
Yeah.
If I was content with myself fully, I wouldn't be feeling like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it was nice to feel that way. It was just humbling because I was like, okay, word, like this is what I need to like work on. So I feel like that was nice. It was humbling. Being a new person in a new space, trying to think. It was also just nice not knowing what the fuck is going on, like every day.
You're kind of being taken care of a little bit.
Yeah, like being taken care of, but also just like not, like kind of just being able to like just observe the whole time. Like just kind of seeing something through somebody else's lens and not having to control everything and plan everything every day. Like I obviously did have things that I wanted to do and places I wanted to go. But like it was really nice kind of taking the back seat and just like looking through, experiencing Europe through like Diba's like perspective and through just her lens, and like it was just really cool. I like to just like see how she lived. Like it was nice. Yeah. And it was nice not knowing like where I was at a lot of the time. Like she would always be like, oh, this is this street, this is where like the Senegalese mart is, and like this is where my bus stop is, and this is where like my middle school is. This is where me and my friends go to like play football. Kind of even like if she were to come here, like being like, this is Lincoln Park, and like this is where Max lives, this is where Mogans lives, this is our deli, this is the bus stop, this is whatever, like all that shit. This is the bus I take, this is the bus number I take, all that shit. It was just nice, like not knowing, like just completely not knowing anything, and like learning how somebody else lives, and like just the things that they implement into their own life and the people that they let into their house and whatever. Like it was just cool. So I think that was nice, being able to look at it through her perspective. Trying to think of another cool aspect of being in a new place.
Did it change the way you felt about home, like here in Jersey?
I wouldn't. Maybe yeah. I think that I came back a lot more grateful that I'm from where I'm from, because it's like, she showed me London, and she is just like so in love with it, like so in love with the place, so in love with how she grew up, so in love with the people. And I was kind of like, this is cool, but this shit not cooler than like...
It's not home.
Yeah, it's not my shit. Like, you know what I mean? But it was cool, but it just made me be like, yo, like, Jersey is sick as fuck. Like, it's so cool. Or even, like, places in New York, I'm like, bro, like, low-key, we live in the best place. Like,
you live in the
ever.
epicenter.
Bro, we live in the best place. Like, no cap.
New York, in my opinion, is the best city in the world.
I think it is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like... It's also interesting, too, seeing how much niggas want to be American.
Well, yeah.
Or implement so many aspects of American culture. Not even, bro, fuck American culture, New York culture, bro. Mm-hmm. Everywhere you go, niggas want to be from New York so bad.
Black culture as well.
Yeah, black culture. Bro, it's crazy as fuck. Like, it's really interesting. So it really makes you be like, yo, like, we're kind of the shit. Like, we're like the mecca of like artistry and like culture, like literally we're so rich in culture, which is really cool.
It's so that point is interesting, because I was just thinking about I was reading something and it was speaking about America. When you think about it, like America was the playground. Well, let me not say playground, but America was like Europe. Everything in Europe was already established already. Like Europe, Spain, like France or whatever was already established. So you get America, it's almost like a chance to start anew. Like whatever else happened there, like this is a brand new pace you do. Yeah, exactly. Like it's the new world.
Yeah, it is literally.
And so there is and Americans, of course, are like we do. Our world centers around America. Like I've had a lot of conversations where we don't have like a wide breadth of knowledge of
Yeah.
anything outside of us.
Yeah, we don't.
We can be a little bit ignorant
For
to the
sure.
rest of the world.
Definitely.
Um,
I was gonna jail for that too over there. I told you. Did I tell you?
yeah, you were
I
saying like,
was.
oh, you don't know countries? Like,
Bro,
name 5 countries.
It was like, y'all don't know geology.
Yeah,
And I was
we
like,
don't.
Or geography. I'm
Oh
bugging.
yeah, see, look,
See?
we don't even know.
Hey, bro.
I think geology is the study of rocks.
You say yeah too. Bro.
You see?
Hey, bro. So.
But that's why we go travel. That's why we go learn about different places and meet different people and be curious.
Yeah.
Cause we can also become like appropriators as well, where we go and like, oh, it's cool over here, let me steal this, and it's
I'm
like,
not gonna lie though. There's nothing over there that I like was worth stealing to come back here. It was just nice to soak it up and kind of dip. But that's when I was like, nah, that's why it's so cool to be from here. Because I'm here and even just like fucking inevitably, like I don't even think about it, I'm soaking shit up. Like even walking on my way here, like I'm like, damn, this is a really cool place to shoot. Or like, wow, look at these kids playing in the fucking, like, I'm just really inspired by here. And I feel like I didn't even realize it. And I'm more aware of it, like, I'm aware of it even more now that I'm back, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely something that I was hoping for you a little bit.
Yeah,
when
because
you were-
I was done with this place when I
Yeah.
left.
You were.
I was over it when I left. I really needed to miss it. And I think it really put a lot of things in perspective of just how cool it is. Also, one thing that it made me really grateful for too is like I think there's a lot of the people that I met there have kind of bounced around a lot. So even like Deba, she was born in Kurdistan, which is like in the Middle East. Lived there till she was like 5, then lived in a different she's lived in like 4 different parts of London or 3 different parts of London. And now she's finally in a place where she's like, I feel like this is my place. You know what I mean? But I feel like it made me really grateful being from here, being from Jersey specifically, because it's like I've lived here my whole life and I love that.
Yeah.
Like I really love that. Like my relationship with this place is really special and like really, really personal and like just it runs super deep. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I have a real like bond and connection here. And I feel like there's so many people just everywhere, all kinds of people that are just searching for a place that feels like that. So it made me really grateful that I have that already, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
And I think that lens also allows you to be a stranger in your own city, because there's parts of New Jersey and Jersey City that we don't inhabit often, or we don't spend a lot of time in it, and those can be just as interesting as a foreign country. You know?
Definitely.
And so just but I think sometimes we close our minds off just because we think we know from a certain place, we think we know everything, but
Yeah, definitely.
there's so much that we don't know about our own cities. There's like different areas of the city that I haven't spent a lot of time in, and those are places to explore as well.
Definitely.
And enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. Word. I really like Jersey a lot. Yeah, and it's so crazy too, because when I left, I was thinking about moving to London, and then I was like, nah. I was like, no, bro. Now I don't really know. I don't think I'd want to live here forever, but I definitely wouldn't mind staying here for a little longer, for sure.
Yeah.
But it definitely made me think. I'm like, damn, that means I have so much more traveling to do, because I wonder where else is gonna feel like here. You know? Do you think you want to stay here?
No, I'm actually thinking about moving soon. I love Jersey. Like, I'll stand up with anyone like on Jersey and be like, Jersey is the best place in the world. The reason I want to leave isn't because I don't like it, it's because I like it too much. Like, it's so comfortable here that I want to put myself in a position or in an environment where I have to go branch out and go meet new people and go interact in different spaces and interact in different activities.
For sure.
And so I've gotten to the point where I feel I'm complacent in Jersey. Like if I want to be complacent, I'll always come home.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm at a point now where I'm understanding that I'm not gonna grow if I'm not in uncomfortable spaces, and so I kind of
100%.
have to go towards them and put myself in those situations a lot more.
For sure.
And so I see myself leaving pretty soon, like within the year,
Cool.
I think. But
Where do you want to go?
I'll go anywhere.
Right.
I'll go. One thing that's been such an experience for me over the past few months, I'd say, is learning how to inhabit a new space. In the past, I'd always be so awkward that I just would want to go home.
Yeah.
And now I'm understanding how I can go and start a simple conversation with a person and have that lead into certain things and whatnot. And so that's helping me learn that I can enjoy myself in any place I go. I genuinely feel that way now. And so I'm as long as I can communicate, like speak the language or speak enough where I can get to a point that I can learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm comfortable anywhere, I feel. Europe seems cool.
Yeah.
Africa would be cool.
Facts.
West Coast maybe, that would be fun as well. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, honestly.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. One thing that has been cool for me to watch is, and I guess you've spoken on it, but maturing. And this is something I've seen in a lot of friends, but I feel like you've gotten to a point where you've had that self-awareness of yourself and said, there's certain aspects of my personality that I like and certain aspects of my personality that I don't like. And now you're at a point where you can act on them and actively like change. And so I'm curious, has that change been a conscious decision for you? Like I actively want to change these things. And if so, has it been hard for you?
Have they been conscious? Kind of. I feel like I started maturing the most consistently when I moved out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think being in a new environment and coming into something new, at least for me, is a good opportunity to change and work on things. So I feel like it was kind of natural. Like I was like, I'm in a new space. I want this to be the best space. I want the best people to come into this space. I want to take the best care of myself so I can take care of this space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? So it kind of just like happened. But I think where the like conscientious part came in is seeing the like positive or just seeing the benefits of working on yourself and implementing change. And I think once I saw that me wanting to maintain that and like have a certain level of consistency with it is where I feel like I started to be more conscious of like, okay, I need to do this thing, or I need to continue doing this because it feels good and because I feel like I'm a better person when I do these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'd say that's where I've become more conscious with it. And then I think it's definitely difficult. And I think the most difficult thing for me has just been doing so much like positive, or making so many positive changes in my life and in myself, but people around me not doing the same.
Mm.
So I feel like for that reason it's been a little difficult because it's been very isolating for me. And I think it's made me realize that maybe certain people aren't the most conducive for like this new lifestyle that I've implemented.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's been kind of hard just because I've had a lot of the same friends for so long.
Right.
So I feel like isolating myself from them has been a little difficult. Not difficult in the sense of like it's been difficult on the friendship, but I think it's just been difficult like when it comes to like I don't know, I think maybe you just feel like when you take yourself out of like a friend group or like certain people, they continue to do things together, so then you kind of feel like you're the one like out, like the you feel like a little left out. But it's
Right.
also like difficult because I'm taking myself out, but I'm also like, damn, like they going out and doing this thing and I'm just not there.
Right.
And I have to figure out something else to do that will be as fulfilling
Yeah.
as like, I guess, companionship
Yeah.
would be, you know what I mean?
It's almost like the feeling of like I wasn't gonna go anyway, but an invite would have been nice.
Maybe,
Okay.
but not necessarily.
Okay.
Because I'm also like, I'm so glad I didn't get an invite because I really shouldn't go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I shouldn't go anyways.
Right.
So it's like, even if I did get the invite, I wouldn't go. So I don't really need the invite because I
Yeah.
shouldn't go. It's just more so like, damn, like, when am I going to find people that are doing shit that I'm on? Because everybody else is on this one thing. And it just makes you feel like kind of crazy. Like you're like, I'm the only nigga that don't want to go to SMS tonight. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, am I doing something wrong? Like, everybody there. So I got to figure out something else. Or I got to find niggas that's not on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a couple of things to say to that. The first thing is like, we all change at different paces.
Yeah,
and
for
so,
sure.
Like, in a lot of cases, our friends just haven't gotten to the point where they're making that change, and so we have to give them the grace to get to that
You've
point.
been saying that. You keep saying that.
Point in
You've
their
been saying
life.
that. Because I feel like I'm very harsh, and sometimes I don't give people that grace. And I feel like you telling me that has made me be more like, all right, like you said, everybody moves at a different pace. But I also think me not having that grace just comes from a frustration of like being so lonely in my like transition that I'm just like, y'all niggas not when I'm on. Like, why don't y'all get when I'm on? Why don't y'all get on the shit that I'm on? Like in my head, you know what I mean? But it's also just like I can't expect people to, one, want the things that I want for my life, and two, like, yeah, I don't know. That's it.
And you can't force anyone else to want anything for themselves either.
Yeah, which is really hard.
Yeah, I
It's
be wanting
so
to
hard.
put the team on my back.
Bro,
And they be like,
I
yo,
know,
we don't want
I know you be feeling that
And
shit.
they be like, yeah, we chilling. It's
I know
like,
you
word.
be feeling that shit.
Then you got to get it to a point where it's like, word. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be mad that someone doesn't want your help.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I think like also though, like touching back on what we were saying before, like, wait, is it okay if I lay?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's the first one.
I feel like for me, one thing that's difficult too is because we were saying this earlier, how like I always try to lead people in the right direction and like tell people the absolute right thing. And sometimes it's frustrating because like it's something that I kind of do naturally, but it's also a bit exhausting sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I be getting kind of frustrated when it's like, nigga, I'm trying to tell you the right thing. You don't even want to do the right thing, nor will you probably tell me the right thing to do when the time comes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes that's a bit frustrating.
And it's almost like we invent things to get frustrated at our friends about. Cause
It's so
like,
true.
You'd be like, yo, like there's someone grateful. And it's like, why would I be grateful for something I didn't ask for? Like, there's no, like, I have no responsibility. They have no responsibility to be grateful for that.
This is so true.
So for us to get angry, or for anyone to get angry, is like, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like that's
You're
your
exerting
problem.
that energy for somebody that doesn't even want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily.
Yeah, unnecessarily. So, yeah. But, yeah, I guess the short answer for like, has the changing or maturing been difficult? Yes, nigga. Because nobody around me is maturing for the most part.
Yeah.
So it just be like mad isolating. Like, I feel like I don't even like, I feel like I've been isolated this year, not even by choice. And that's why it's been frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of just like what has to happen if I want to continue doing a lot of the things that I've done, or continue making and maintaining a lot of the changes I've made. So I feel like that's why it'd be hard and like frustrating.
But I think the silver lining of it is that you have to learn how to be alone.
Oh my God, bruh. I didn't even know that that was what this year was gonna be, but that's literally what this year has been, bruh.
Yeah.
Nigga. But I'm so glad that I went through that shit, because that's like, I think that's like absolutely changed my life.
Learning
Like,
how to be alone.
absolutely changed my whole shit, bro. Absolutely. Like, bro, like, honestly, I would have never made the choice to learn how to do that.
Right.
Like, I never
It had
would have
to
done
be
it.
forced
Yeah,
upon-
bro, I
I mean,
never
it
would
has
have
to
made
be
the
forced
choice.
upon everyone, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even for me, like, I didn't choose to be an only child.
Yeah.
And it was forced upon me to.
Yeah.
It comes from either circumstance or I, I don't feel as though there's an understanding between myself and the people around me, so I'm forced to separate myself for my sanity or for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I never would have made the choice to do that shit. Because I feel like, you know how I was, and still kind of am. Like, I love being up under people. I love doing shit with people. I feel like before I couldn't even go to the fucking grocery store by myself. I would be like, yo, I'm actually trying to come. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many things. Bro, even with exercising, you know how long it took for me to start exercising by myself? That shit was so frustrating.
Right.
I was like, how the fuck I'm gonna exercise by myself? Like, I literally did not see it for myself. I was like, how am I gonna exercise by myself? I used to be begging this nigga Asia to come to the gym. I used to be like, bro, I can't go unless you come. Like, pull up. Like, I have to go. Like, I'm trying to stay consistent. And she like, nigga, I don't want to go though. So now I'm like, damn, I have to go by myself.
Right.
And now I can't work out with people. I have to work out by myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's cool how we change, how we adapt.
Yeah, bro. It's great.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I think the important part is now not flipping all the way to the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Where you can't you have to be able to strike a balance where, okay, I can be alone, but if I'm with people, like, I'm still gonna enjoy myself if it's an environment that's conducive to that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think I could definitely become a bit extreme with shit. And I think I get it from my mom. Bro, it's so interesting. My mom is like I think she's a triple Virgo. So like, she's OD, like, she's just very, like, she's super particular, very specific, very extreme with shit. And it's so crazy how I've taken on so many things that she does.
Yeah.
Because once I like, even if I really like something, I'm like so extreme, like, it's like my life, like, I'm obsessed with it. Whether it's like a person or a thing, like, even with, I keep on bringing up exercising, but with exercising, like, when I first started, I was like obsessed with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I need to have this amount of food and have this protein, and I don't know why this isn't working, and like, I just become like OD. And I feel like sometimes with like the way I've been living this past year, and just like I said, the isolating aspect of it, sometimes I force myself into isolation because I haven't found a balance of shit. So it is like, in a sense, extreme. And I'm like, I don't even gotta be doing all this for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even with the things we enjoy, like you said with the gym, things become addictive and then we overdo it.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I can get that way with people for sure. Yeah.
People might be the most. I remember one time. I remember one time.
What?
I think like you and Debo had just started to like link a lot
Bruh, you always bring this up.
and be friends. And I was just like, I don't know, it was just an interesting time where it was like, where I didn't know how, one, I was learning how to be alone,
Mhm.
but it was just comprehending that like, you can't have you don't want complete control over a person. It's important for people to like branch out and meet other people, but I forget what I was gonna say. Like I'd written in my journal, like I actually I made a Finsta post. Now that I think about
Oh
it,
my God.
I went so far as to put this thought on the internet. And I was like, friends are just like drugs. Like they just alleviate everything for a while. And I was like, yo, when I'm out with my friends, like I feel good, but when I get home, like I'm deep in like, I guess you want to call it depression. I don't think it was that, but I just was unhappy.
Yeah.
But people can be intoxicating.
Yeah.
Like,
OD.
you forget everything.
Yo, it's a fact. It is pretty crazy. I think that I get addicted because I feel like with friendships, I'm very much like, I'm going to see you when I see you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm kind of like that with everybody. But I think like romantically, I get really obsessed with people, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad. I get really obsessed with people.
Like, why wouldn't I want to see you every day?
Bro, I have like absolutely no impulse control when I like somebody. I swear to God, I'm trying to link every day. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk every second, like actually. And it's crazy because at first I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I'm just like this in the honeymoon phase. Nigga, no.
Still,
I be like that the whole
6,
years,
10 months down
bro.
the line.
Years down the line, I'm the same. Like I be like, I think I can get a bit obsessive over people that show me a certain level of attention, and just like a certain amount of love and affection. I kind of be like, okay, this feels mad good, and I need it 24/7. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. That makes me think of like maybe it's just because it's so challenging to find things that we like and enjoy that when we do, it's like, oh man, like I really enjoy this. Like it's almost the scarcity makes you like really attached to kind of the things that do bring you joy.
Yeah.
Because I can say for me, like, I'm a little bit of the opposite. Like, there are so many things that are fulfilling to me at this point that it's hard to really get deep and attached to a single one.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Because I feel like even the other day with the situation I was telling you about, remember I was telling you about the guy?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's interesting because I think it takes me a while to like get to a point where I really like someone.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, that's when it's like 10. Like it's like extreme.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But it takes me a little minute. It takes me
Right.
like a while. It's literally like 0 to 100.
Nah. No, it's the opposite of 0 to... Well,
Yeah.
in the sense that 0 to 100 is...
0 is the like, I'm chilling. I don't really like you. I don't really need the stimulation. And then once I am like, oh, I do like this person, it's like 100. I need it like all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's a slow process, though.
It's a slow process, but
Yeah.
once it gets to a point, it's like 100.
Yeah.
You
But
know what
I
I
think it's good that it's slow, though. Because for a
Yeah.
lot of people, that can happen very quickly.
Yeah. I'm glad that at least it's not like that.
Yeah. It's good to have that boundary.
Yeah.
where we can take our time with it.
I have a question.
Mhm.
How do you feel? How do you feel about dependency?
On people?
Not just on people. It could be people or things.
I try to avoid it at all costs.
Facts.
And I think, I was thinking about this recently. Maybe it's because I started going to therapy, but when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me, like, there's always ask for help, but know that if you don't get it, you can always do it yourself. Like, you always make sure you have this skill set to,
Help yourself.
yeah, be able to do whatever you want to do on your own. Accomplish your own goals, like, individually. Now you can ask for help, but you almost have a chip on your shoulder in the sense, like, I'm asking for help, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
It'll just make it easier.
Facts.
That's been detrimental in a lot of points of my life. But as I learn how to unwork that, it's just a tool.
Do you think that that was bad advice that your dad gave you?
No, I think it's great advice. I think I interpreted it wrong.
Okay.
Interpreted it the wrong way.
Got you.
Because what he was saying was to ask for help. What I interpreted it as was never ask for help and just depend on myself.
Yeah.
And
So you only understood the first half of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't interpret that entire message.
Yeah.
And so that I just could be so much further in life if I asked for help or if I asked just for help in general and I didn't think it was a weakness.
Yeah.
Word. Which even my initial response to your question of, like, I avoid it at all costs. You probably shouldn't. Like, you should depend on some people.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to not carry the weight of the world alone.
Yeah.
You kind of have to depend on other people to coexist. Otherwise, you're gonna end up crazy.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know? And so, as with anything, I'd say strike a balance.
Facts.
You know, be dependent, but also be capable of being independent as well.
Do you think that you ever find yourself depending on people?
Yeah. Yes. The first example that comes to mind is when I'm in an awkward situation and I need someone to talk to so that I don't feel as awkward. So when I'm in a party and I'll text you or I'll text someone,
Yeah.
like, I depend on someone to help me feel less awkward.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I depend on people a lot, especially being a person that stutters. Like,
Yeah.
I've always depended on other people to introduce me to other people. Like, I leverage my friends OD. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I was telling my mom, like, yo, I don't have to network. Like, I'ma just be me. The homies is gonna network. And then just by association, I'm gonna be stamped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I do depend on people a lot, and I will more so going forward. Yeah.
Your word.
No, it's important. We can't live in a vacuum. Like, we have to be products of our environment, products of the people around us. We don't live in isolation, you know, even if we tried to.
Yeah.
So,
So crazy. I'm thinking about how you're just talking about your stutter, and you haven't stuttered once.
yeah.
this whole day, which is kind of crazy.
Well, it's been an interesting thing. I went to I was a camp counselor this past summer, and that changed a lot for me.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting because when you don't stutter, it's almost like stuttering is what makes you unique for a lot of people.
Mhm.
And so when you don't stutter, you become just like everyone else. And so it's a caveat of like, man, I can communicate more fluently, more efficiently. It feels really good to communicate efficiently. Like it feels good to be able to say everything I want fluently and not feel fear,
Yeah.
not feel anxious. But it's also like I'm moving away from the thing that's given me so much.
Yeah.
And so, it's a double-edged sword.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think is your worst fear?
Death of my loved ones. I fear that more than my own death.
Ooh. Do I fear that more than my own death?
Like, yeah, that was something. That's the one thing in therapy that like has been that we like that surfaced. I have a tendency to catastrophize,
What
which
is that?
is like if someone doesn't respond, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
Got you.
Like if someone is gone for a while, I'm like, damn, did they get into a car accident? Or like, are they okay?
Wow.
Or stuff like that.
Wow, I never realized you did that.
Yeah. It's mostly with my parents, but
Yeah.
I forget the question. What was the question?
What's your worst fear?
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's part of that.
Wow.
What's yours?
I don't know, but I have to think about it. But I asked you that because I was thinking about how I feel like your stutter. You were talking about how your stutter gives you. It's just a unique aspect of Max.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about if I think about this often. If I ever were to lose my front teeth, my two front teeth, I would be so fucking devastated. Like I think about it all the time. Like if I'm on a bike, I'm like, bro, if I fall and like hit my two teeth and have to get like straight teeth, I would be so fucking devastated.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand. No, like seriously. I would literally be so fucking devastated.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. I was like, what's your worst fear? Because I think about that all the time, and I'm really scared of that happening ever in my life. If I ever have to lose my front teeth, I would be so fucking sad.
Yeah.
It would be emotional. Like, it'd be like spiritual. Like it would be bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel like me anymore. Like dead ass.
Yeah.
I would be so devastated.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, but my worst fear, I'm not gonna lie. I think in this past year I've thought like more than ever about losing loved ones.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely scared of that. But I think my worst fear is not having control over things. Like not having control over my life. I don't know, like just in any situation. I think that's what gives me the most anxiety in my life. Not having control, like being in a situation I can't control, or like having to work a job and I just have to do it. I can't control. Like that really scares me a lot, and I think gives me the most like uneasiness. So yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. I'm also kind of scared of heights. I ain't gonna lie. That should be fucking me up. I can overcome it though. I can overcome it. But the control thing, I don't think I can overcome. That's why it's scary. I haven't overcome it yet. Feel like, yeah, bro.
That's doable though.
So what?
That's doable.
The control thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, but it's hard. Like if, like, let's say, for example, one of my worst fears is to get laced. Because like if I just get thrown into some shit that I can't control and I'm not equipped, I'm gonna be fucking petrified.
Yeah.
Like shit like that, or like, God forbid, like if I get like raped or some shit, can't control it.
Yeah.
Don't physically have the strength, and I'm terrified as fuck, and I don't know how to like not be. Like shit like that scares me. Yeah. Or like even death of a loved one, death period. Can't control it. No one's fucking equipped for it. You just have to learn how to like, that's fucking scary, nigga.
Yeah.
That's fuck.
I mean, I think what it makes me think of though is that we have a false sense of control. Like we there's nothing we can control.
Yeah.
Except our, like, us.
Yeah.
Like our reactions. And so acknowledging that, it's like word, like it's gonna happen. Like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah.
So there's no point in being fearful of it, because I couldn't control it to begin with.
Still scary though.
Yeah.
The unknown. That shit is scary, bro. Like there's so many things that it's nothing you could do. Like damn, nigga. Damn, nigga. Damn. Yo, also, this is so crazy. It's not actually so crazy. It's not. But literally, from my walk to that shit, damn, is this spoiling the illusion? Okay. From my walk to that shit over here, I was walking and I was looking at that field, and they're having football practice. And I was like, damn, Max Dead used to play football. Like, that's so fucking crazy. I was like, I cannot even picture this nigga playing football. Like, ever. I don't think I've ever seen you do anything athletic. But you tell me.
That's mad funny.
I swear to God, I don't think I have. But you claim to be the most athletic nigga, which I believe it. But I was just thinking about that. I was like, I can't even picture this nigga. I cannot even picture this nigga throwing a football. Like, I'm like, can this nigga really throw a football? And then I was thinking, I was like, low-key, it's so crazy the amount of football players that I know that are now artists and don't do anything athletic anymore. And then I was like, yo, that'd be a really cool photo project to just photograph, like, ex-athletes. Like people that like were full-fledged into a sport and just do not do anything related to it anymore. That'd be really sick, and I think I'm gonna do it.
That's mad funny.
Yeah, bro. I've never seen you do anything athletic ever. I remember when you used to tell me that you and Ian used to go play basketball. I used to be like, are they really?
You didn't think
I knew y'all was going to do it, but I'm like, are they like y'all playing though? Because I can't even picture it. I really can't. I'm like, how are they playing though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
how?
really give athlete, I guess.
I feel like you could. I just have never seen it. I've only heard it in theory.
Fathom. In theory.
I've literally only heard you speak about it. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the most athletic thing I've seen you do. I can't. I used to just be like, are you really nice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, respectfully. I'm like, how nice is he?
No, I played in college.
I know. No, not at football. I'm just saying, like, in sports.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you're good at football. You played it for a really long time. But, like, I'm saying, like, when you used to go play basketball, I used to be like, I wonder how good he is.
Yeah.
You know? Because I've never seen it. Even, like, I know you were really good at baseball, too.
Baseball?
Yeah, I know. I know baseball was your shit. Yeah, I've never seen you do anything athletic, bro. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Because that's such a huge part of your
Big
life.
part of, like, that's most of my life.
That's most of your life. Damn. Low-key, you got highlights?
Yeah.
You gotta send me your highlights.
Yeah.
I try to see your highlights.
I'll find it for you.
I know you made one touchdown in high school. I mean, in college, like 2 touchdowns, didn't you?
No.
You never made a touchdown?
I played defense.
I thought you made a touchdown before, though. Or you were part of a touchdown. What?
You got into it, right?
No, I'm bugging. I remember you told me you were like you've only made 2 touchdowns. Like you told me it was like 1 or 2.
Maybe in my life, like throughout my whole.
Really?
I always played defense growing up.
You can't make a touchdown in defense?
Yeah, you can, but you got to intercept the ball and run it back.
Oh.
It's a lot harder.
That's crazy. You guys show me your highlights because I never seen you play any sport.
I
You got baseball highlights?
Nah.
Damn, they
that
don't got
far.
Little League highlights? That's
I was
crazy as
crazy
hell.
in Little
I
League.
wish,
Oh
bro.
my
I
God.
wish I could have seen that shit.
I was like, if there was any sport where I was the man, when I was 11,
Yeah,
11-year-old baseball.
you was that nigga. I love that. Bro, doesn't it feel so good to be good at a sport? I've always wanted to experience that. I feel like there's no better like feeling. Or I don't want to say no better feeling, but that shit feels good as fuck.
It's amplified to a certain extent that like success in other fields isn't.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I had a group project recently, and I put the team on my back low key,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, this is my version of hitting the game.
Yeah. Facts.
But it took me like rewiring my brain to really make that association.
Word.
Like in sports, it's very outward and explicit, so you can tell like, oh, you really doing something.
Touch.
Whereas in the workplace or as an artist, it's not as clear and it's more common that.
Nah. I was gonna say, I feel like the reason why it's so amplified in sports is because I feel like it's very rare to be really good at a sport. You know what I mean? Like it's rare. It's
Yeah.
kind of rare. And I feel like in the same way, it's very rare to experience success as an artist. So I feel like it's kind of similar.
As an artist, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or to be like a naturally gifted artist. Like it's like a cosmic blessing. Like it's not, it's like rare. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's similar in that sense. Word. Would you ever coach? You gotta coach. I see that for you.
Yeah. I'm a coach and teach. I was telling my mom when I hit like 60, I'm gonna come back down from my mountain and just
Fire.
delineate the knowledge.
Facts. What sport would you want to coach?
Probably
Really? Wasn't that your least favorite?
football. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you want to coach football?
It's just fun. Like, football is a really fun one to coach.
Word.
I would have enjoyed football if I was confident in myself.
Why weren't you confident in
I
yourself?
just didn't want to mess up.
Why?
I just was so scared of in every sport.
Really?
In every sport.
You were scared of messing up?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was good, but because I was scared, I never excelled to the level that I could have.
Did you ever mess up bad in football?
I mean, yeah, but especially playing the position that I played, like you're bound to mess up. Like it's the hardest position to play. So I almost.
So
set
why did you
myself
play
up
it?
That's what I was good at. Like from when that was the position I played my entire life.
Wow. Yeah. Was there ever a moment in any sport where you messed up that made you be scared to mess up like that?
I don't think so. I think it was just an inherited feeling
Wow.
of like I don't want anyone to like be mad at me.
Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Well, it is a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Unnecessarily though. Like I didn't have fun. That's the one thing I like regret about my sports career is that I didn't really let myself have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was always anxiety.
Word. Wow. So you would have anxiety before games.
I remember when I was a kid and I playing baseball, I used to pray that games got canceled.
What?
Like if it was raining, I was like, yo, please just let it keep pouring.
Oh my
like
God.
I don't want to go. And I would go and be the best player on the team.
What?
But I just like, it was just so much anxiety.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. Damn, nigga, that's crazy. Damn.